November 4, 2023, New Orleans, Louisiana, USA. New Orleans Pelicans forward Brandon Ingram, 14, dribbles, Stephen Liu USA Today Sports. The Atlanta Hawks and the New Orleans Pelicans are set to be two of the most active teams involved in trade talks this offseason. Not only that, but these two teams are also going to be linked to each other because they both have assets the other would want. Atlanta needs athleticism and length on defense, along with a wing player who is capable of playmaking, while the Pelicans need a point guard to lead their offense. That has led to some speculation that the two teams are natural trade partners, and two players that have been discussed are DeJounte Murray and Brandon Ingram. The Pelicans showed interest in acquiring Murray at this year's trade deadline, and the Hawks have been mentioned as a team that makes sense for Ingram in the past. Former Hawks All-Star point guard Jeff Teague said on an episode of his podcast, the Club 520 podcast, he thinks that a trade involving both of those players is going to happen. I say they are going to trade DeJounte Murray for Brandon Ingram. I think they are going to do that straight up. No matter who Atlanta keeps as their point guard, this is a team that needs size at the forward/wing position, as well as someone who could double as a playmaker and be a two-way threat. While Ingram is not as strong of a defender as he is an offensive player, he would fit a lot of needs for the Hawks. At 6'8" plus 190 pounds, Ingram checks off the size that the Hawks need, and he checks off the playmaking box as well. Whether he has the ball in his hands or not, Ingram can either get his own shot or he can set others up. He has averaged close to 6 assists per game for the past 3 seasons and has been a good shot creator for the Pelicans offense. He had a tough offensive series versus the Thunder in the first round of the playoffs this season, but being with either Young or Murray would open up a lot for him. He is not a perfect fit though on Atlanta, especially from a defensive perspective. If he were to be paired with Young, he would add to the defensive concerns of the team, but they could be overcome because while he is not a great defender, he is not one of the worst in the league and he has size at least. The other thing would be his three-point shooting, as it has fluctuated a bit over the years. He shot 35.5% from 3 this year, down from 39% last year. The year before that, he shot 32%. There is inconsistency with his three-point shooting. Ingram is also going into the last year of his contract and will need a new one after next season. Obviously, if the Hawks trade for him, they will be giving him a new contract, but it would also tie him and whoever the point guard is on the team together. Also consider that Jalen Johnson is going to be extension eligible this offseason, meaning Atlanta could have a lot of money tied up in either Young/Murray, Ingram, the no.